Package. A nice one. So let's open that thing up. Isn't it nice of them to put those lashes there? Oh, there you go. That one has the thumbnail might already give it away. But I thought, unpacking something I could do just for myself, but it would be nice to share the experience, because you're not always able, or I'm at least not always able, to afford things like this. It's a special day, and on special days you invite your friends. Right, buddy? You check what's in there. Couple the Synergy system, which I will show you in a second, which is packed probably in here in an extra package. The Synergy system allows you to put different kinds of preamps in there. They have a modular preamp system, which is different units, preamp units from different companies, kind of manufactured so that they come very close to the sound of the heads, the actual big heads that you can buy off of those companies, to sound very similar and have the sound of that specific amp, or let's say 80% of that sound, in a budget-friendlier version, which also allows you to test around and put things in, switch them out, and yeah, have that. I mean, budget-friendlier means it's still an investment. It's not $3,000 or $5,000 or whatever those amps go for. Some of them, the Soldano, for example, they go for $3,000 or $4,000 if you don't get them in the special version with the skin, with the snake skin around it, and all those different kind of fancy things that you can have your amp have. Better to have a knife with you to fight off a bear than with your bare hands, even though they are bare hands. If you have bare hands, you might be better off using those fighting off bears, but I'd rather have something sharp and slicey. Okay, so enough about bears and more about the Synergy. And if there is something with the packaging that you get or got when you ordered it new, when there's differences to the packages in my version, and that's because it's a B stock, because Thomann sells B stocks. That's when people purchase something and they don't like it, or they just return it for any kind of reason. And it's in good, close to new shape, almost unused, and not kind of defected in any way. I mean, if there's a tiny scratch or whatever, then they still put that up as B stock, and you can buy it under full warranty and return policies and whatnot for a reduced price, which Thomann, you're doing a fantastic job. And the first thing I hear when unpacking the Synergy Syn 1 module is like a long ass cable, which is always nice to have as a guitar player. And then there's a what is this, American version power outlet? Well, they include it as a proper cable, which I don't need for the European country I'm currently based in. So I use this one. And then you got the goods, which is a foot switch. You can make music with that thing only. You can record it, sample it, have a nice track. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna unpack this one, which is much heavier already than I expected it to be, seeing in videos that it, to my eyes, looked a bit, I don't know, lightweight. Let's get this thing out of here. So there you go. This is the Synergy module. It's a black box with inputs and outputs, with 2 dials, a channel select, You got the sag and the volume, the sag control and the volume. You got a bypass and the channel switch. You can hear this. And the dials have a nice resistance. They're very flowy. Yeah, and then you see in the back there's this kind of, you know, you remember the Super Nintendo or the N64 or any other kind of cartridge-driven console for gaming? You put the module in there, this one. You put the module in there, which I will unpack now, and then you get going. Well, you definitely need a power amp. You know, it's a preamp. You need a power amp to make it loud and good, and tweak the sound still a little bit, even with the power amp, the power section. This there is the pins, or the, I don't know, what do you call it? What do you call this piece? What you know, the stuff that goes into this. Please tell me what it's called in English. And then you got what is the Fryette Deliverance module. In my case, I ordered this one. I was torn between the, what is it, VHT or Fryette Pitbull Ultra Lead, I think, or Ultra something. And this one, and everyone's really happy with their Soldano SLO module. I haven't looked into clean ones too much, but this one, and then the Dietzel Herbert. I was so close to buying an actual Dietzel Herbert used here. There's someone offering one for quite a good price, but I might just be able to use the Herbert module when I buy it. At time of purchase, I think the Herbert was unavailable, and some of those were to be delivered in a couple of weeks. I didn't want to wait just for the module. I think they're all awesome. I would think that they're all very usable, as long as you don't expect the 100% accurate replication of the original amp, in quotation marks, the original kind of big amp, the actual head. Or maybe a combo. I know there is a VHT did a Pitbull combo with a 12-inch speaker, 50 watts or so. There was one on sale as well. I looked at it, but yeah, it was supposed to be picked up, and it was just too far away. The price was good, $750 for the, I think it was 50 watts combo for the VHT Pitbull. Let me know if that's a good price. I believe it is. The VHT heads, especially the Pitbull head, the Ultra, goes for about $3,000. So that might have been a very usable combo. What you do is you kind of, you know, you put it in here. I haven't practiced it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I think it's child safe, like a kids proof thing. You put that in here, and it's stuck, and it doesn't work. Well, that's a shame. What do I do? Are you kidding me, man? Okay, let's hold it very straight. And I might just be a little too careful. Yeah, I was. I'm an idiot. I tell you all the time. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to return this because I love the system. I love how it sounded in all the YouTube videos I looked at. Let me tell you, it's a user error. I was just trying to be too careful. If you push it like you push in a, well, it's harder than pushing in an SD card, that's for sure, but it's kind of, even that is similar to an old console where you had with the Super Nintendo, you had to kind of, you know, the last bit of resistance you had to overcome, and then quick, it clicked into place, and then with the Super Nintendo you had this kind of rectangular plastic button, this big thing that you could press with 3 fingers, and then the cartridge popped back up.
After you do this one time, you should be good. Now, you want to place the game into the control dock. that, but you want to push it in. Once it's placed in, you just want to push it in, as you see, and it gripped it.
Well, you had to do that because you had to blow it before using it, or after realizing that you put it in and it doesn't work, and you get it out, you blow it, and then it works again. Now that's the unpacking. You want to see the power amp, the GPA-100. The power amp, like a little box. I think 100 amps. Mono. Is it mono? It's mono. Mono. Produced by Thomann. Hans Thomann Straße 1. Well, yeah, there you go. And what you can do with this, that's a nice thing also. Not all power amps have. You can EQ it a bit. Like a bit, you can probably EQ it a lot, but there's 3 dials like bass, mid, treble. You see a peak indicator, which you want to avoid most of the time, signal, and a power indicator. So let's do this. Let's run those. Oh, there we go. Let's run those to something. Okay, what I got here now is this little setup. And you tell me if I did anything wrong. I don't want to blow things up, but then when you comment that I did something wrong, and I see the comment, and it already happened. So, but still comment, you know. I got the Synergy hooked up to this GA100 in a way that I hope is correct. What I did is I got this, oh, it's really hard to read, but it says here, main out. The main out goes to the input of the power amp, and it goes out from the output into the cabinet. Yes, I think that should be right. I mean, weird things going on. But I, with the solid state, can just do whatever the fuck I want. This is right, 16 ohms, left mono 8. But that's not gonna be the problem. Main out, effects return, effects send, high, low, level. Okay, let's try the effects return then. Shall we? The main out might just be for recording. This can run without a load, eh? That was something. Do you remember when's the last time you studied the manual for something? Before just trying everything? And you kind of lose your mind and you have to read it after all. Okay, there we go. We got some kind of sound. You need to look up. Keep your head up, like this. Keep your head up. Okay, what are we gonna do? This half. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, signal is coming in. I think we can push this one a bit more. And then we are in the clean section, which we are probably gonna leave very soon. It's getting louder now, which is nice. And this one should not influence the sound at all, I believe, because it's solid state. It will just give you what comes in. We need some more brightness. We need some mids. Let's go with this one first. We are in the neck pickup of my PRS. really nice. What comes out of this speaker is awesome. It's like, I haven't dialed in the tone yet, but the dynamics are like, tuck, tuck, it's really there. Those at all because I want to get to know the amp a bit more. So this is kind of crunchy, and then if we switch this, I think this side, yeah, we are in the second channel. I think they're even kind of equal. So you can dial one as crunch and you can dial in one as more metal. So this thing really wants to make you play. Really makes you want to play. Maybe it's better. 40 minutes. I wanted to try this out real quick. It works.